folks, welcome back to Play Branson, where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. And today we have a special guest. He's been on the show, but it was a long, long time ago. And so, Jason Pritchett, it's good to have you back, buddy.
It's good to be here, man. Thanks for having me again. And it was a long time ago.
I know.
I've been waiting for a phone call, and you finally called today.
Well,
so
yeah,
we're here.
I called him last minute, and here's what I've learned is if I call him way far in advance, then his schedule gets booked up, and then he cancels on me. So I'm like, okay, we're doing last minute.
Cancels on him. Yeah, it worked. It did. Called this morning, and here we are.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So maybe people don't know who you are. I mean, a lot of locals do, but we also have tourists that watch this show.
Yep.
And you have really got a long history of performing in Branson, and kind of take people through that a little bit.
Yeah, I do have quite a long, extensive history here in Branson. It's been 16 years, and just to kind of recap and give you a Cliff Note version, I started here in 2002 at Echo Hollow at the Silver Dollar City Amphitheater. Was there for a year. I went to 50s at the Hop over at the Branson Mall. I went to Lost in the 50s at the Starlight Theater, Stuck on the 70s. I did,
Stuck on the 70s.
Stuck on the 70s.
One of my favorite shows.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting music and cool dancing and great costumes. We did a year on a cruise ship, Carnival cruise ship. Then I came back to Branson in 2007, and I started the Grand Country Music Hall, part of the New South Quartet. Did that for about 6 years. And
did you get married somewhere in there?
I did get married in, oh my gosh,
caught him on the spot.
09. Yeah.
So
August
you
of
did
09.
Get married
Yeah,
at that time.
I did get married in 09. And it's been 9 years with my wife. And it's been great. We got 2 little girls with a little baby boy on the way in November.
I saw that the other day on Facebook.
Yeah.
I saw, I don't know that I knew it was a boy or a girl, but I saw you're having another one.
Having a boy in November. So it's been pretty crazy around my house. We've had 2 girls and a boy is coming. So it should be fun.
You're excited.
Very excited. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whole new world for me.
So you did New South.
Did New South for about 6 years, and then took about a year off. And then I got hooked up with country music artist Billy Dean, and was in Billy Dean's show for about 3 years here. We did a show over at the Starlight Theater. Then the last year we were at Jim Stafford's Theater doing a show. And I had 5 top 40s on country radio, and so I decided to go ahead and chase the road tour dream, if you will. So I bought a tour bus, and we've been hitting the road.
So how that all happened, was with Billy. He kind of helped cultivate that aspect in you. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, you bet. So I met Billy through a Christmas show here in town, a Kenny Rogers production Christmas show called The Toy Shop. Did it for about 3 months through the Christmas season. The next year, Billy and I started our show here in Branson. I kind of put the band together and all that kind of good stuff. And so Billy and I started writing music together. Our first song we wrote was called Good Show. It's a bull riding song, and Billy kind of showed me how to write a song and how to promote it and how to produce it. And we put it on radio. Actually, we put it on YouTube first, and it got like 300,000 hits in the first week. And we thought, well, heck, this has obviously struck a nerve with the community, so let's try a radio campaign at it. Threw it on radio through Billy's connections, and we had not only a top 40, but we had a top 20 hit from our first single out on national radio.
You're like going, yes.
Yeah, I'm like
pumped.
This is easy. If I can put my first single out and get a top 20, let's put some more out. You know what I'm saying? But no, it was we beat the pavement. Did several interviews across the country through radio stations, and by having that top 20, it gave us a lifetime. I say us, myself, and my wife, a lifetime pass to the CMA red carpet. And so we visited the CMA Awards in Nashville on the red carpet, and pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And so that was, do you talk to Billy today at all?
Yeah, I just texted Billy. We were texting back and forth just a couple days ago. So he's the kind of guy who he loves songwriting almost more than he loves performing it. So when he writes, he's a brilliant writer, but he likes to sit down on a stool just like this with his guitar and play in front of people and tell where the song came from and really get intimate with that. So, he doesn't necessarily need a full band. So I took the band on the road, and we're doing our own thing.
Yeah. Well, I think it's neat that, in some aspects, I think he mentored you.
Oh, absolutely.
And so I think that's really neat when an entertainer will do that with another entertainer. And I know last time we were talking, I think you were just in that transition phase. You're still playing, but you're like, I got to go out on the road.
Well, it's a big leap of faith because, you do 16 years right here in Branson. You got a theater to go to. You have a paycheck every 2 weeks. You have a built-in audience here in Branson. So to go out on your own and book your own shows and chase your own dream, it's pretty daunting, especially when you have a mortgage, a wife, and 2 kids, and
One on the way.
And one on the way. But yeah, Billy was a huge part in my early on success to get going in that direction, for sure.
So we played golf, I think it was last year sometime, and it was you and a couple of the ball knobber guys, and you and I were like social media stuff.
We were.
And so you're a big social media, can I say junkie guru?
Yeah,
what
sure.
What should I call it?
Whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
A social media nut job. I like that. That's good.
And so you're not afraid to put, like some people I think are like real, like socially, politically correct on social media. You don't hold back sometimes.
Well, it's a fine line, because for myself, when you're trying to build a fan base, you have to be careful. You really have to be careful, because you could alienate a certain side or a certain whatever in that regard. But in some respects, man, I'm pro-American, and when it comes to certain things that I feel passionate about, I just have to speak my mind, with love, obviously. But man, I just get fired up sometimes, and that's just the way it goes.
What's the response been when you've done that?
Well, most of the time we play to country music fans, and country music fans they're pro-American, when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I don't get much, slack back on it much at all. I mean, there is a few folks, and they have that right. That's cool, but I guess it's just a fine line where I don't want to preach. I don't want to be that guy that's always on social media and always talking about negative this or that. But at the same time, when I feel passionate about something, I mean, I'm obviously wearing the red, white, and blue on my chest right now. I feel passionate about it, so I'm going to speak about it.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, I mean, here's the thing: is you can't. My theory has always been you can't make 100% of the people happy 100% of the time.
No.
It's just not going to happen.
No matter what the president is, he's never going to please everybody. No. You just can't do it.
No,
so
it ain't going to happen. So you came out with this album.
Yep.
And what was the album called?
The album is called Good Show. The title track, actually, I'm sorry, the album is called Independence Cowboy. I'm from Independence, Missouri, so that was the title track to the song. But the top 16 hit was called Good Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you have also a rodeo background.
I do. I rode bulls, crazy enough. Back when I was 18, 19 years old, rode with riders like Luke Snyder, who's a professional bull rider living in Springfield now, working at Bass Pro with those guys up there in the PBR. But yeah, tried my hand at bull riding, and I was horrible. So I realized, let's get a guitar, do something different.
Okay. I tell you what, we will be back. This is a good stopping point. We'll be back in a minute with more from Jason Pritchett.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to Play Branson here. We're here with Jason today. And Jason, you also, and I was looking at my notes, you also were a finalist on America's Got Talent.
I was, man. Back in 2007, America's Got Talent came through Branson for their auditions. And reluctantly, I went because that was only the second season for America's Got Talent. So the first season, I thought, it's kind of hokey. I wasn't really into it, to be quite honest with you. Because back then, American Idol was huge. I mean, it was like the show. There wasn't The Voice and the X Factor and all that kind of. It was just American Idol. So when America's Got Talent came out, I felt like it was kind of trying to copy American Idol, and I just wasn't into it. But reluctantly, I went to the auditions out at the Chateau on the Lake, the hotel out there, and did a 2-minute audition. They interviewed us. I mean, they recorded it just like this, and I didn't hear anything for about 4 months. And by that time, I had left Branson, was on a Carnival cruise ship in the middle of Alaska, and I get a phone call saying, hey, I need you to come to L.A. to be on the TV show. And I said, well, not going to happen because I'm on a cruise ship, and there's no way I'm getting off of here, right? So it was Mother's Day morning. On Sunday morning, I got a phone call to my cabin phone, which is it never happens, right? And it was the manager from Carnival Cruise Lines in Florida saying, hey, just got a call from Simon Cowell, and he needs you. He needs you on the show. So you're at port right now in Skagway, Alaska. And I just woke up. I didn't even know where we were at. You're in Skagway, Alaska. You have 1 hour to get off the ship, get your stuff, get off the ship, and you'll catch the mail plane, literally the mail plane,
this is a good
out
story.
of Skagway, Alaska, to Juneau, which is the capital. You'll catch an actual jetliner there and go to L.A. I thought, and I'm just woke up. I'm waking up to the phone call in my cabin on the ship.
Wow,
And,
what a story.
Yeah, so then I thought, well, I guess if Simon Cowell calls, you know,
The boss,
you got to go.
The boss let you go.
The boss let me go. Yeah. So
go.
that month and a half on the TV show, I think I was on 27 flights that month, just back and forth to Alaska to LA, and made it all the way to the top 5. So I was pretty excited.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So you've been on the road. Talk about like what's going on in your life now, and like if someone's never seen your show, kind of talk about that too.
Yeah, so like I said, we're chasing this road dream and trying to build a fan base across the country, not just here in Branson or the Southwest Missouri area, but just across the entire country. So we booked about 44, 45 shows this summer. We got a tour bus, and we're traveling across the road in the tour bus. Me and the guys, my wife and little girls go with us all the time. We got bunks for everybody on the bus, and so when you come to my show, you're going to see what I call a cowboy rave. You know, it's kind of a cross between Garth Brooks, Chris Ledoux, which to me are the ultimate entertainers of their day. You know, that's what I grew up, cut my teeth on. Across between that and your Randy Houser, Jason Aldean, we carry our own pyro, we carry our own special effects, smoke, flamethrowers. We got all kinds of stuff for our show. So you will not be bored when you come to my show.
Yes,
so.
and I've seen your show a couple times when it's been here in the area, and I can tell you, you are not going to be bored. It's exciting.
We try to keep it that way. You know, with Garth Brooks and Chris Ledoux, they didn't personally teach me this, but after watching them as a kid growing up, I realized they're not the best singers, they're not the best guitar players, but they are the best entertainers. You know, and I think what Branson has taught me as well is you can be a good singer, you can be a good whatever, but if you can't entertain somebody and hold their attention for an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's pointless. Yeah. So whether it's being able to speak to the audience or whether it's being able to engage them in any way possible, that's what we do. And we hear it all the time after a show, man, you guys entertain the heck out of us, you know. So that's what we do. We're a pretty wild and crazy band.
And so the guys in your band, I guess most of them have been there for a while with you as part of the band. Is that right?
Yeah. Most of the guys that I had with the Steel Horses here in Branson, most of those guys are doing shows here in Branson, so they can't leave to go on the road. So I've got a bunch of new guys. They've been with me for at least a year and a half or so, right. But the core that I have now is just, man, they're just rock solid.
And some of them, I mean, they're not just country. I mean, they can rock.
Oh,
too.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. Most of the guys I have in my band are rock and roll players. So our show kind of turns more into a rock show, but with, it's a country rock show, really. Yeah. But they play it well.
Well, I like the whole country rave aspect because you don't ever typically put those words together.
Not at all.
So you've had 5 songs that have gone into the top 40.
Yep.
And that's off your first record.
Yep. All 5 songs from the EP have been released on radio, and they all went top 40. So we're pretty happy with that. Want to keep it going.
So what's next? Are you just continue to tour?
Yeah. So what next is we're in the studio cutting more singles right now, getting ready for 2019. We've actually hooked up with Chris Kyle's parents, Wayne and Debbie Kyle. Chris Kyle, if you don't know, is the American Sniper from the movie American Sniper. We did a show for them this year at the Chris Kyle Memorial Benefit Concert in Fort Worth, Texas. And so what we did kind of in his honor and for his parents and for their foundation is we did our entire 2018 season, and we changed it to the American Made Tour, and proceeds from our tour go to their foundation. We have apparel that we sell with his logo and our logo on it, and the proceeds go to their foundation. We're discussing stuff right now about doing a show here in Branson with just a one-time show with some special guests that we can't speak of right now, but it's coming. You know how that goes.
Yeah. You'll let me know first. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You will know first right here on Play Branson.
You heard that.
But it's going to be a pretty killer show. It's going to be pretty exciting. So, I want to spill the beans, but I can't. But anyways, we're excited to be teamed up with the Kyle family. Yeah. They were here in Branson a couple weeks ago, and they love this place. They think it's just incredible. So
what's your website if somebody wants to go get more information about you or book you or whatever? Right.
It's just jasonpritchett.com, and that's spelled Pritchett. JasonPritchett.com. You can follow all the socials on there. You can go to the info tab. You can send direct emails to me or my management, and we'll get in touch with you.
Yeah. So you played last weekend in Harrison, Arkansas, which when people are watching this, it was several weeks ago. But that's my old stomping grounds. I really wanted to see you down there. But you said you played in the hangar.
Yeah. So the Boone County Airport. They had this big hot air balloon festival and helicopter rides and all kinds of stuff planned for the entire weekend. But this hurricane coming through has kind of pushed all this moisture up here, and so it was threat of rain all weekend. So they canceled everything except for our concert, and they put us inside the airplane hangar next to us, some jets over in the corner, and it was a great time. We had a really, really fun time. Had 400 or 500 people show up and just had a heck of a good time.
The other thing you've done is you've played down at the Branson Landing.
Yeah.
And you played down there for their big July 4th thing this year.
Yeah, we did. We played July 3rd, the Branson Landing, and there was 23,000 plus people there this year. And they have asked us to save the date for next year. Yeah. I'll just go that far with it.
Yeah. So you might be back.
We might be back. You never know.
And so we, as locals, love to see successful people that have been in Branson going out there. And we know you're a big promoter of Branson, and obviously you've honed a lot of your craft in Branson.
You bet.
So I just wish you the best of luck and much success. And I just appreciate you coming on the show today.
Thanks, man.
And thanks for taking time, because I know you're fixing to pack up and go out on the road even yet late tonight.
Late tonight, we'll be hitting the road, yeah.
And so, folks, go to his website, check it out, buy his music, go see him if he's in your town. You're going to have a blast, and I guarantee it. And if you don't have a blast, you let me know, and I'll talk to you.
You'll talk to me.
Anyway, we'll be back in just a minute with more.
The Platinum Award-winning Comfort Inn at Thousand Hills overlooks the Thousand Hills Golf Course in Branson and features a unique mountain lodge theme. The guest rooms are spectacular. Enjoy a free hot breakfast every day. Cool off in the refreshing indoor pool and hot tub. For more information or reservations, call 1-877-335-4727.
Hey folks, welcome back to Play Branson, and I hope you enjoyed that interview with Jason Pritchett. He is an awesome entertainer, and once again, if you haven't seen him perform, go check him out. He's playing all over the country now, especially a lot of dates in the Midwest, and so if you haven't seen him, you will have a blast at his show. The other thing I didn't mention is his Good Show actually topped out at number 16 on the charts, and that's really, really great. He's open for people like Lee Brice, Thomas Rhett, Old Dominion, and even Kelly Pickler. So getting a lot of play out there. It's great to have a Branson guy really doing well, and he's paid his dues, and so I love seeing it. Just to let you know, a couple of concerts coming up in the next couple of weeks. We have Trace Atkins, October 19th in town. We also have the Bellamy Brothers in town that night, October 19th. Pam Tillis and Lori Morgan on the 20th. And so lots of special limited engagement shows coming up here in the middle to end of October, followed up all the way into November. Here's the deal. Christmas is right around the corner. In a couple weeks, Branson will be magically lit with millions of lights out at Silver Dollar City, around town, Christmas shows. And so if you haven't started planning your Christmas vacation to Branson, you need to do so. And you can do that at ibranson.com, or you can call those folks at 1-877-ENTERTAIN, and they can help plan your Christmas vacation to Ozark Mountain Country. And it does fill up quickly, especially on the weekends. And people are here shopping. They're going to the Tanger outlets. They're going to the Grand Village. So people are getting their shopping in for Christmas. They're having fun with all the lights. One of the places you might want to check out also is Branson Gift of Lights. That's down there by the old Charco plant, mile drive through. So lots going on this time of year coming up. So be sure to go to ibranson.com, and they can help plan all of that for you. Catch us next Thursday here on Play Branson. We'll be back soon. So thanks for watching.